Africa's longest venomous snake moves with breathtaking speed and precision. Morning awakens Africa, but one fearless hunter already begins another dangerous search for survival. The badger spins with startling speed, answering violence with violence. Loose, thick skin lets the badger twist away, even when fangs find their mark. Neither hunter expected this unforgettable encounter beneath the African sun. A silent warning passes between them. The desert itself seems to hold its breath. It answers with a bite of its own, powerful jaws built to crush bone. Startled, the mamba recoils, realizing its deadliest weapon has failed. The honey badger rises again, unbroken, more determined than before. This is a duel decades of evolution have prepared them for. But the badger's skin is loose enough to slip free from the very edge of death. But the mamba is water-made muscle, impossible to pin down. This time the strike comes low, aimed where the badger's guard is thin. The badger finishes what Venom could not, with raw, relentless force. Africa wakes in gold and dust, a land where every creature carries the weight of survival. Here, beneath a merciless sun, the smallest mistake can cost a life. But this morning belongs to two of the continent's most fearless survivors. One waits below the stone, coiled in silence. The other already moves, hungry and restless, far from finished with the night. Water is scarce here, but courage never is. This is a land shaped by hunger, patience, and unbroken will. Every mound, every burrow, holds a story of survival written in scars. Deep within this tangle, an ancient rivalry is about to awaken. Somewhere beneath the ground, a predator stirs. The honey badger, small in size but fearless beyond measure, begins its morning hunt. Nothing in Africa intimidates this animal, not lions, not scorpions, not venom. Its loose, thick hide lets it twist free from almost any grip. It digs, it tears, it endures, built for a world that shows no mercy. Its senses are tuned to one thing above all else: opportunity. Few animals on this continent move with such reckless confidence. Something ahead has caught its attention, a scent it knows well. That scent belongs to Africa's most feared serpent. The badger has found what it was searching for. And what waits inside is just as ready. The Black Mamba, fastest snake on the continent, senses the vibration above. Its venom can drop a grown man within hours, a single strike, no second chances. That black mouth is its final warning and its last mercy. It can move faster than any snake alive, a blur of muscle, and instinct. It has faced badgers before, and it has learned to respect them. Two predators, each certain of their own supremacy. Neither one intends to retreat. One drop holds enough poison to end most encounters instantly. But this hunter has never faced an opponent quite like this one. The two finally come face to face. For a heartbeat, both animals go utterly still. The badger does not flinch. It never does. The mamba answers with a warning of its own, ancient and absolute. This is a duel decades of evolution have prepared them for. The badger shifts its weight, testing the ground beneath it. The mamba draws back, gathering the full force of a strike. Both know that the first move may be the last mistake either can afford. The badger circles, refusing to offer an easy target. And the mamba turns with it, matching every shift in perfect mirror. The mamba strikes first, faster than the eye can follow. But the badger's skin is loose enough to slip free from the very edge of death. The mamba regroups instantly, already searching for the next opening. The badger refuses to yield ground, pressing forward with reckless nerve. The mamba's tail lashes the rock, a coiled spring measuring the distance. The badger lunges for the tail, hoping to end this before venom finds its mark. But the mamba is water-made muscle, impossible to pin down. The badger does not tire, does not hesitate, does not retreat. The mamba opens its dark mouth once more, the final warning before violence. This time the strike comes low, aimed where the badger's guard is thin. Fangs graze fur and skin, but the badger's toughness holds. The badger spins with startling speed, answering violence with violence. The mamba escapes by a hair's breadth, already coiling again. Then it happens. Fangs sink deep, venom flooding into muscle. The badger recoils, a growl rumbling deep in its chest. The mamba retreats slightly, waiting for the poison to do its work. Within minutes, the toxin begins its assault on the badger's body. Most animals would already be dying, but this one still stands. Its legs falter, but its will refuses to bend. It collapses, venom coursing through every vein, a body pushed past its limit. The mamba approaches, believing the fight already won. For a long moment, the crevice falls utterly silent. But somewhere deep inside, the fire has not gone out. Slowly, impossibly, awareness returns to the badger's eyes. Its body, famous for shrugging off venom that would kill lesser animals, begins to fight back. Minute by minute, strength trickles back into aching limbs. The mamba freezes, unsettled by a foe that refuses to stay down. The badger rises, wounded but far from finished. A growl rises from deep within, low and building, a warning of its own. Its gaze sharpens, fixed once more on the enemy before it. The mamba thrashes with everything it has left, muscle against muscle. But the badger's grip does not waver, does not loosen, does not fail. Slowly, the serpent's fight begins to fade. The badger finishes what venom could not, with raw, relentless force. At last, the great serpent lies still. The badger stands over its rival, breath ragged but victorious. Even in victory, it remains wary, a survivor's instinct that never fully rests. Then, as nature demands, the badger claims its prize. This meal will fuel the next stretch of its restless, wandering life. The sun climbs higher, and the desert exhales in the growing heat. Beyond these rocks, the plain carries on as if nothing happened at all. Even now, it never fully lowers its guard. It steps back into the sun, scarred, weary, but very much alive. Few creatures on this continent could survive what it just endured. Its story becomes one more thread in Africa's endless tapestry of survival. It moves on, already searching for whatever challenge tomorrow will bring. Behind it, only dust and silence remain, where a legend was made. Day gives way to evening, and the land breathes easier under a softer light. Life continues around this quiet corner of Africa, indifferent and enduring. For this fearless survivor, every day is simply another battle won. And in a world built on hunger and instinct, courage remains the fiercest weapon of all. Here, beneath an African sky older than memory, the fearless will always find a way to endure. In the hush before sunrise, the desert awakens one of Africa's most fearless survivors. A new day rises over the Kalahari, and with it, new dangers begin to stir. The rain has softened the earth, revealing a landscape suddenly rich with new scents. Small in size, but built like an armored tank, the honey badger fears almost nothing that walks or crawls. Yesterday's battle has not dulled its appetite for the day's next adventure. A new scent draws it onward, curiosity as much a survival tool as its claws. A small bird arrives with an offer, an ancient alliance written into instinct itself. A pair of jackals emerge as well, opportunists always searching for an easy meal. Nearby, in the shadows of the rocks, waits Africa's most feared serpent, the Black Mamba. One bite from this serpent carries enough venom to kill a dozen grown men. They find the remnants of an earlier battle, scraps left behind by a formidable rival. The honey guide leads, and the honey badger follows, an alliance forged over centuries. At last, the trail ends at a fortress of stinging defenders, a wild African beehive. But the true owner of that kill has returned, and it does not share easily. Yet the honey badger has survived countless encounters with venom that would end most creatures instantly. Bee stings that would cripple most animals barely register through its armored hide. It advances without hesitation, growling a clear and unmistakable warning. Something in the grass has caught its attention, something dangerous, something alive. It climbs straight into the swarm, undeterred by thousands of angry defenders. The mamba, too, is hunting, gliding toward a den full of unsuspecting rodents. The jackals yield instantly, unwilling to test the resolve of such a fierce defender. In this unforgiving land, every second of distraction can mean the difference between life and death. It feasts on honey and larvae alike, indifferent to the chaos swirling around it. It reclaims what is rightfully its own, unwilling to yield an inch of its hard work. The strike is faster than the human eye can follow, precise, deadly, final. The bird waits its turn, content with the scraps left behind by its powerful partner. They wait patiently now, hoping for whatever scraps might eventually be spared. Its raid complete, the honey badger climbs down, sticky, satisfied, and utterly fearless. As evening falls once more, the plains settle into their familiar rhythm of hunger and patience. For now, the serpent feeds, unaware that a far bolder hunter is closing in. Another day draws to its close, marked by conflict, conquest, and quiet resilience. The honey badger has caught the scent of blood, and it will not be denied its meal. But the plains ahead hide dangers. Even the honey badger must respect. High in the branches, a leopard rests, Africa's most patient and calculating predator. And there, face to face, two of Africa's deadliest animals finally meet. But nightfall in Africa does not mean rest. It only means a change of hunters. The mamba rises, unwilling to surrender its hard-won kill without a fight. Its eyes adjust easily to the dark, for the honey badger hunts by night as well as day. Unaware, the honey badger wanders directly into the shadow of the waiting cat. The leopard weighs its options, for even it knows this prey carries hidden risk. But the honey badger does not retreat, not from venom, not from fangs, not from anything. Under a rising moon, the desert transforms once more into an entirely different world. It moves through the darkness with total confidence, a true master of its domain. A silent warning passes between them. The desert itself seems to hold its breath. Silently, the leopard drops to the ground, beginning its careful, calculated stalk. Even scorpions, armed with venomous stingers, present little threat to this fearless hunter. But the badger's senses miss nothing, and it turns to face the danger head-on. The mamba strikes first, a blur of motion carrying a lethal dose of venom. A single precise strike, and another dangerous meal is quickly subdued. Loose, thick skin lets the badger twist away, even when fangs find their mark. It bristles and stands its ground, refusing to be intimidated by size alone. Even the leopard hesitates, weighing the risk of a fight it may not win cleanly. It answers with a bite of its own, powerful jaws built to crush bone. Other nocturnal hunters watch from the shadows, wary of crossing paths with this one. The mamba recoils, wounded, but far from finished with this fight. Something else stirs in the darkness, drawn perhaps by the scent of fresh blood. For a long moment, neither predator moves, each measuring the other's resolve. A hyena emerges, drawn by scent and opportunity, its jaws powerful enough to crush bone. Then, without warning, the honey badger charges, a fearless blur of teeth and fury. Neither combatant is willing to yield, circling in a deadly, patient dance. This time, the fangs find their target, delivering a near-lethal dose of venom. The leopard retreats in a burst of speed, unwilling to risk injury over an easy meal. Size alone favors the hyena, but courage alone has always favored the badger. Any other animal would already be dying, but the badger only staggers. The hyena growls a warning of its own, testing the smaller animal's resolve. It retreats to the branches once more, choosing patience over a costly confrontation. But the badger refuses to back down, answering threat with even greater defiance. Once again, the honey badger walks away unscathed, its reputation further cemented. The mamba waits, expecting the venom to finish what its fangs began. It collapses onto the sand, seemingly defeated by one of nature's deadliest toxins. Elsewhere on the plain, the struggle for survival takes a quieter, more desperate form. It lunges without hesitation, forcing the larger predator to reconsider its approach. Even the fiercest fighter must pause, if only for a moment, to rest and recover. Even a predator built to crush bone hesitates before such reckless, fearless aggression. For a long, agonizing moment, it appears the desert has claimed its fiercest fighter. In this fleeting moment of calm, the desert reveals a rare and quiet beauty. The mamba edges closer, cautious, sensing something is not quite right. In the end, even the hyena chooses to walk away rather than risk the fight. But deep within its blood, a rare resistance begins to fight back against the poison. Once more, its reputation alone has been enough to end the confrontation before it began. High above, a martial eagle surveys the plains, another silent hunter watching and waiting. But rest is a luxury few can afford for long in this unforgiving land. Then, against all odds, the honey badger opens its eyes once more. Few creatures in Africa command such respect from so many, so consistently, so completely. Another mamba emerges, larger and more aggressive than the one before it. Even in the depths of night, its hunger drives it to dig for one more meal. Startled, the mamba recoils, realizing its deadliest weapon has failed. A cape cobra erupts from below, another venomous guardian defending its territory fiercely. Fate, it seems, has arranged a second trial for Africa's most fearless fighter. The honey badger rises again, unbroken, more determined than before. The mamba rises tall, its hood flaring in an unmistakable display of warning. Sensing the shifting tide of battle, the mamba tries to retreat toward its den. Its strike is fast and precise, another dose of venom delivered without hesitation. But the badger is relentless, closing the gap with surprising speed and power. But having faced this danger before, the badger meets it now with practiced calm. But once again, the venom barely slows its swift and decisive counterattack. It strikes again, faster and more aggressive than any encounter from the day before. With one final lunge, the honey badger seizes the mamba by the neck. The struggle is brief, for experience has taught this hunter exactly where to strike. Yet another venomous predator falls, becoming simply the next chapter of survival. But experience has sharpened its reflexes, and the fangs find only empty air. The mamba fights back with everything it has left, but the grip does not loosen. Bone-crushing jaws close with a force few predators in Africa can match. This time, the badger wastes no time, seizing the advantage immediately. Beneath a canopy of stars, survival continues. One meal, one battle, one night at a time. The night deepens, and even Africa's fiercest fighter finally seeks rest once more. At last, the mamba goes still, and the desert's fiercest survivor stands triumphant. The mamba coils tightly around its attacker, fighting with the last of its strength. But its grip only tightens, patient and unrelenting, until the struggle finally fades. In the harsh economy of survival, even a deadly serpent becomes a well-earned meal. It returns once more to the safety of the earth, having earned another night's peace. Sleep comes easily to a creature that fears nothing beneath the African sky. Here, in this vast and unforgiving wilderness, only the boldest and most resilient endure. This second trial ends as the first, in silence, stillness, and victory. Twice now, in 2 days, it has faced Africa's deadliest serpent and walked away. Its wounds will heal, as they always have, a living testament to nature's resilience. And as the third dawn breaks, the endless cycle of survival begins yet again. It wakes as it always does, alert, hungry, and utterly unafraid of the day ahead. Its legend grows with every encounter, a small creature carving an outsized reputation. It moves on, as it always does, in search of its next meal or its next battle. In this brutal economy of survival, victory simply means another day of life. Life continues undisturbed across the plains, indifferent to the battles fought in the grass. Elsewhere on the escarpment, a younger mamba warms itself, still unaware of the badger's legend. Above, the birds of the bushveld carry on, indifferent witnesses to the drama below. A new day begins, and with it, another chapter in Africa's endless story of survival. The Kalahari itself seems restless today, its winds stirring the very sand into motion. For a while, at least, it allows itself the rare luxury of true rest. Africa's fearless fighter walks on, small in size, but towering in courage and legend. As the sun begins its slow descent, the desert prepares for another kind of danger. Even after such a battle, the honey badger's appetite for adventure remains unshaken. Across the plain, other lives continue, each following its own rhythm of survival. Its claws, built for digging through the toughest earth, uncover another hidden meal. Even its unlikely companion returns, content simply to share in its success. Nearby, a family of meerkats watches cautiously, wary of any predator that might pass. But far off, the sky itself begins to shift, promising a very different kind of danger. As night approaches, the honey badger's day of survival draws toward its end. It senses the change long before the first drop of rain ever falls. The African sky burns with color, a fitting close to a day of struggle and survival. The first rains of the season are rare, sudden, and utterly transformative to this land. It returns home, scarred but unbroken, ready to face whatever tomorrow may bring. It moves quickly now, seeking shelter before the storm's full fury arrives. The first drops fall like a promise, striking the parched earth after months of drought. Where the mamba once ruled unchallenged, only silence and settling dust remain. It reaches shelter just in time, safe from the sudden fury of the storm. Tonight, one small warrior sleeps soundly, having proven once again why it fears nothing. In Africa's endless theater of survival, the smallest fighters often cast the longest shadows. For a brief moment, the desert transforms entirely, wild and alive with sudden water. Even in shelter, it watches, alert, patient, always aware of the world around it. And so the desert sleeps, until tomorrow brings the next chapter of survival. As quickly as it arrived, the storm begins to pass, leaving the land transformed. It steps back out into a world made new, cooled and cleansed by the rain. A rainbow arches over the plains, nature's quiet reward after the storm's brief violence.